Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I am setting you guys up because I have just got done doing some video, and I'm gonna get these off and I'm gonna set you up a little bit here so I can show you what James's knife looks like. Alrighty, I am finished. Yes, it was a big day today. I've just finished up James's knife, and it's got to be a beautiful day here in the PNW. We are doing well. Hopefully this video is finding you all well. Y'all keeping your sanity? Yeah? You's all keeping your sanity and making sure everything's good to go? We're kind of used to it. We live a little bit more of a secluded life, if you believe it or not. You know, we've got a few acres here, and we always homeschool. We've been homeschooling for 7 years, and we don't really go out much. We don't go to restaurants. We don't go to the movies very often. I think we might see 3 movies a year if we go to the theater, maybe at best. But yeah, we don't do a lot of going out and traveling and everything. All we do is our vacation once a year for the family, and then I wanted to do the Northwest Overland Rally, and myself and a couple other YouTubers, we were trying to get together this year in April and May, and that's not happening. So in the Northwest Overland Rally got bumped back to the first weekend of September. So there's that. But otherwise we keep a pretty low profile, so this whole thing doesn't affect us as much. Biggest thing is just going to the post office once a week or twice a week, just to ship out knives, and then to pick up stuff that I order, and then just that's about it. I call my dad, twice a week, 3 times a week, just to make sure he's okay. My grandma, she's in a home, and nobody's able to go visit her or anything, so that kind of stinks, 96. And so that sucks. And the kids made a painting for her. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you guys. Oh, you know what? I'll save that for another video. But my kid's been doing some stuff, and I got a whole video I want to share with you all with what the kids have been doing on the property to kind of basically do stuff, keep busy, because we do homeschool, and we did have a homeschool co-op, but now that homeschool co-op is online, and that ends the end of April, so that's, that's not a big deal. So we're pretty much just on our own again. But our kids, they continue to do school year round. We only stopped a couple of times. We might take a month and a half off in the summer. We did it last year, and the summer before that we did it. But usually we don't take off. The kids usually school year round, which is nice about homeschooling. You can fluctuate your schedule. So where a lot of states, like Washington, for instance, they require your kids to have 180 hours. My kids get 300 hours, the 250 hours, because they'll homeschool when other kids are on spring break. They'll homeschool and do classes during Christmas vacation or Thanksgiving Day vacations when those kids aren't out. And then if there's snow days and stuff, my kids are still doing stuff because we don't have traveling. We don't have all those effects, impacting us. So this whole thing that's been going on lately hasn't really been too much of an issue with us. Just grocery shopping, trying to balance things out. And I actually just went online this morning and did my online grocery shopping, and then I would go pick it up tomorrow at Fred Meyer. So that's going to be the first thing that I'm going to try. I've never tried that before. So, and they had everything in stock, so it was pretty cool. So that's kind of neat. You got to reserve your spot when you can go pick it up and everything. So that was cool. But that's not about that. That's about James's knife, right? I got James's knife right here. Oh man, yes, it's a leather sheath. James bought himself a Coyote Works knife, and this Coyote Works knife is in an acid stonewash finish. But James went one step further, and he picked out a set of dyed stabilized scales. And it was, I'm trying to think here now, it's white ash burl. And it was dyed stabilized red, but it was white ash burl. And then he picked the mountain and the moon pin in the center of the scales with 2 1/8-inch flanking pins. Oh, man. Such a pretty looking knife, huh guys? Oh, that dark acid stonewash finish really pops with that. But then he went ahead and he wanted a leather sheath, and he wanted a nice dark brown, a nice rich brown leather sheath, and then the 2-tone stitching, which we did chocolate and colonial tan. Yeah, so I got that 2-tone done, and turned out really nice. Edge dressed it all, got it all nice and fitted. Super cool, of course, the maker's mark on the back of it. And you know, some folks it's retention. I mean, these leather sheaths, they'll hold you. You don't go. I want to make sure it sits fairly deep, you know. And like my Kydex holsters or my Kydex sheaths, I want to make sure that you can wrap your hand inside there. You can get some fingers. I don't like those knife sheaths that the sheath goes all the way up to here and you have to pull it out with your finger a little bit first and then grab it. I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of that at all. But so James, hopefully you enjoy your Coyote. I got a little oil on it right now. I just took some videos and photos for Instagram and YouTube here, of course, and some Facebook. But I'm going to wrap you up and get you mailed off at the end of this week. And by the time this video comes out, James, you already have your knife and hopefully you're enjoying it. And James, everybody's going, James who? James who? Okay, we got James Stanley. Stanley, sorry. James Stanley. Oh, yep, there you go. And I try to throw a sticker in for everybody, but James also picked himself up a CK knife and tool patch that I got. That's from the rubber patch store that I get there. My buddy John down in California, he's a small business owner. He's about the same age as me, and he's a small business owner, and he hooked me up with those patches. It was really cool. Gave me a really nice discount. You can look him up if you want patches or anything custom made. Reach him out. He also does awnings and the feather flags and all that. I don't have any promo codes. I don't get anything for referring you to him. He's just a really nice guy and another small business owner, so I try to share what I can. So check out the rubberpatchstore.com if I remember. Remember, I'll put it down below so you guys can jump over there and see it. But you can also find them over on Instagram too. So, but that's about it. So I'm going to go back in and get ready to kind of chill a little bit, because then tomorrow I'm starting on, I got 5 Coyote pups I already have cut out and the holes drilled in the tang, and going to start blade profiling and getting you guys going for a heat treat so I can get those next 5 Coyote Works knives kicked out there. But that would be Mark, George, Rod, Stefan, and Steve K. You 5. So everybody else, do appreciate it. Hopefully, again, this is finding you well and y'all are keeping your sanity. If you're having a hard time sleeping, go back to some of those videos I had from a couple of years ago. I'll put you to sleep. But hey guys, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, real quick, if, well, probably, I'm not sure when the video comes out, but, you know, I'll leave a link down below too for 9 Line Apparel. If you haven't heard about them, it's a veteran-owned company that makes t-shirts. And they're kind of like some of the other companies out there that sell t-shirts and hoodies and sweaters that are veteran-owned. But 9 Line Apparel, I've been a fan of for quite a long time, actually. Longer than I've been a knife maker, actually. And they recently started, they got together with a whole bunch of people smarter than myself, and they came up with a new design for a 2-piece type mask for basically a respirator or mask system with some kind of space age type filter system that could be recycled, could be reused, it could be disinfected and reused. And the mask can be actually taken apart and disinfected and then reused again. They're doing a GoFundMe. They needed to raise $400,000. And I don't know at the making of this video what it is right now, but go reach out to them. I also did a thing on Instagram where I was offering, if anybody bought a knife from me or was thinking about buying a knife, you can go ahead and pay, send them a payment like $5 or $10. And for every $5, I was giving everybody a chance. I was going to give away a $100 gift certificate. Meaning if you already bought a knife, I will send you $100 back. And if you are thinking about buying a knife, then you would have $100 to put towards that knife, just to kind of help. I'm not asking you to give me the money. What you'd be doing is you'd be going to 9 Line and you'd be giving them, you know, $5, and then you take a screenshot of it and say, hey Chad, this is what I did here. Enter me in the raffle and I'll put you in. If you spend $5, I give you 1 raffle chance. If you spend $50, you get 10. Simple as that. And I'm thinking about the end of April, maybe sometime in May, I'll do this raffle. I'm not really sure, so keep an eye on that. But also, depending on how videos are going and everything, make sure you look at, I'll leave the link down below, but make sure you check up, you know, send me an email or something like that, or reach out to me here. Let me know if it's still current. If if that raffle is still taking place, and I'll let you guys know. But at the making of this video, it's April 8th, I think, or April 9th. I'm going to be doing it for at least a month, I think. That might work. I want to try to get them their money. So I'm not asking you to give me the money. You're going to give them the money. You're just going to show me that you did it. and then I'll put you in for that raffle. So again, guys, thank you very much. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Keep me from the bottom of the YouTube bucket. And James, I'll get cracking. Everybody else, have a good one.